Does it got the light on?
Yeah.
I didn't really want it on, but whatever.
Whose room is this?
Oh, it's a long story. All right, episode number 5, Lone Star Light today. If you haven't had it, it's pretty cheap. So we're going to try to speed this podcast up instead of dragging it out for an hour. So we chugged the first one.
Try to.
You ready? At least like half of it. Cheers.
Oh. That bitch is cold.
It's cold and tastes different when you try to drink it fast. Oh, yeah, dude. Shout out to my homeboy that just went to the Beyond today. Can't talk about it yet.
Who you talking about?
Can't talk about it yet.
Like someone we know, or?
Yeah. It's not a person. All right, man. So in honor of that, let's talk about bucket list, bro. Let's try to run through 5 things that before you're done you wanna do in your life.
All right, I'll go first, I guess. But
I mean, we'll go 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. However,
we'll start from 5 to go 1.
Yeah, let's start low.
Right.
Just man, whatever, because you might think of another one mid. Like, oh no, that's actually my number 1.
All right. So one thing I want to do is probably go to Las Vegas. I have to go before I die.
Vegas before you die.
Yeah.
All right.
Never been. Well, of course I've never been.
I don't know if that's a bucket list, but I mean, I ain't never been either. I think bucket list like low-lying fruit, like Grand Canyon. I don't want to see the Grand Canyon. Maybe not go down and do like a hike in it or anything, but
just to see.
Just to see it. I don't think there's anything else to do around
last week.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be something cool to do. Like, oh yeah, we saw the Grand Canyon.
Yep.
That's like low-lying fruit though. That's not like something that's like, if I don't do it, I'm going to be unhappy about it. But I think it would be cool to see it. That and like like the pyramids in Mexico. Like, yeah. I think that'd be cool.
The Aztec stuff.
Yeah.
Or it'd be badass, now I'm thinking about other stuff, but it'd be badass to see the damn pyramids in fucking Egypt.
I'm saying, dude, like those are things like the pyramids are like one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah.
Like it would be really cool to be there and just be like, how did somebody make this, bro? Like, and then we get into ancient aliens, and then we go down the rabbit hole. And,
hey, but on those, can you actually view inside? Can you go inside?
I think some of them you can, but I don't think you can do all of them. But I know there's some dudes like those dudes that do ancient aliens. Yeah. He gets to go inside and all that. Just gotta get some credentials.
They still studying that thing, right?
So if you haven't noticed, we're sitting closer to the floor, different table, and I never put this up for Halloween, but I mean, we're kind of going into Christmas, so maybe the lights are flashing or distracting. Hold on, let me see. I think there's another setting. All right.
I like that, dude.
Oh, Party City.
Like I said,
it was like $19.
I was thinking about that yesterday.
When you saw that box the other day?
Well, when I saw the box the other day, but like I was gonna ask you, can I use it? Can I have it? I was put it in my garage, man.
Next to your Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, a montage, whatever you're gonna call it. All right, so you want to go to Vegas, and then I kind of mentioned like sights to see.
Yeah.
What else you got? Next week we're doing Michelobe Ultra. Oh, actually we're not. Zach bought me a beer. He said it's early Christmas. It's like Stone Brewing. It's a stout, and it's a tres leches chocolate cocoa. I'm like, bro.
Why does he like that shit, dude?
I don't know why he always buys me stouts. It's like, man, stouts are good, but it's like a 1 or 2 kind of jam. But they're like 9%. Huh.
You see that can move, bro?
No. We'll look it back on the tape.
Yeah, no shit.
But, yeah, dude. All right. You were going to say something, and then...
Well, I'm trying to think, man. Just... I know we were forgetting about this earlier. But...
Let's eliminate some stuff, then. What do you ever want to go, like, parachuting or what is it? Skydiving. Not parachuting. That's not what you call it. That's not on my bucket list. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't want to do it. Don't care about it.
I'd try it, man. Just to see.
But the first time,
it's not on my bucket list. Like,
no.
Yeah.
I think like deep sea diving or like scuba diving, like in like coral reef, like blue water. I think that could be on my bucket list. But that's something you can do on vacation. Yeah. You just go somewhere and bam, knock it out.
I saw some shit. I don't know where it was. I think the Bahamas or something, dude. But they had couples. You know, you suit up or whatever, go underwater. Yeah, and it's like they made it where you can walk. You know, you just held the rail and just underwater.
That's cool.
Yeah, like, man, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, but I could do that, man. I never been scuba diving, so.
Dude, I only swam in blue water.
Like clear blue water.
In Jamaica, we went to Jamaica on the cruise. We were in blue water.
Not that Galveston water.
No, that crap is green.
Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I like to do like that NASCAR thing or like those fast cars, ride one on the track. Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I feel like those aren't bucket list things still. No. Like things like people are like, oh, I want to climb Mount Everest. I'm good. Yeah. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I don't know. It's hard to think about bucket lists. Like,
especially 5 things, because you want to do so much.
I know. I really don't even have one. Because, like, Vegas, I don't feel like Vegas is a bucket list thing. Because, I mean, I feel like we're still really young. And people are like, oh, man, you're going to miss out. No, you're not. Vegas is going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Unless Army of the Dead happens. And then you're like, we ain't going there. But, I don't know. One bucket list thing I would like to do an open mic night. Like, go somewhere and see if I could just, like, tell some jokes or just tell some stories and see if I could get a couple of laughs out of it and see if it would be like, all right, man. All right. That's off my list. Yeah. And then if you get up there and you're like, you know, this one time. And then you're like
some shit I would do.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I just want the feel. Like, man, I wonder if I could get up in front of all these people.
Never know, man. Shit.
And I mean, I don't think you would turn. I mean, it could turn it. I don't know, but that's a bucket list thing for me. Definitely being in front of a crowd of people and either trying to make them laugh or just listening to my story. If they would just continue listening. Yeah. But maybe I need to find an open mic night. They do those here in Fort Worth somewhere. And there you hear Baby Kane screaming in the other room.
Shut that baby up.
Oh. All right, man. So how's work been? We'll come off of the bucket list for a second.
Yeah, my work's been work, man. It's getting too easy. It's fucking getting boring as fuck, man. So, it's just, I don't know, just chill.
But you looking, or you just like you just gonna chill there?
Well, I'm just gonna stay there for now, but just see what pops up, you know. Yeah. Whatever happens. I wouldn't mind something closer, man, because I'm tired.
Taking that drive, yeah.
Well, it's not that bad of a drive. It's just on the way back home. Traffic, dude. It's like, especially on Thursday and Fridays. It's like, and there's no wreck. Everybody just slows down for no fucking reason.
Right there by Hughley, bro.
Yeah.
Because me and my brother were out there earlier, and just right there, dude, on that on ramp, right there in front of Hughley, it's like everyone's afraid to jump on. Yeah. So everyone's like hitting their brakes and letting the car in, and oh man.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. But I see that traffic on the way back, man. It's fucking like going back.
Yeah, going towards Burleson.
I feel sorry for them fools, man.
Yeah. Shit. Dude, you get to like that Mixmaster right there where 20 hits 35, and you see all the freaking ramps that come together to go south are like packed and they're just parked. It's like And it's like you had to hold that ramp, you know, to go down. Mm-hmm. It's just parking lot, bro. It's like fuck that.
I would take the longest way home, back roads, as long as you're moving.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel as bad. Have you been taking the back way home?
Every once in a while, I take the
Reisinger.
That's what I took today, and
yeah,
well, it was smooth. But you know, like they don't get onto the highway. Man, that line is long, dude.
Yeah,
I guess they're fixing the lights and shit.
Yeah, but that's what I was telling you right there. There's a company right there on Reisinger when you come across all the way through, because it comes right back here by my house. But Christina saw the sign that said hiring, and they did something with welding or something, and she was like, "I'm gonna tell Vincent," and then she tried to go to their website. Everything was in Chinese. They didn't have an American-based website yet.
Shit.
I was like, "Hey, you're gonna have something.com," and then everything's in Chinese.
For real.
It was her Samsung phone, I'm sure.
I really don't want to weld no more, man. To be honest.
Yeah.
It was fun, but I mean, not fun, but it was all right. But it's not like my dream. Like I want to fucking weld.
What's your dream, bro? What do you want to do? What is your dream? What is your? I mean, that's a bucket list thing, dude. What is your dream job that you would just be like, all right, I'm chill, I'm good with this. Like I'm good with doing this all the time.
Just fucking be rich.
You gotta do something to
I know,
get
right?
there.
I don't know, man. Just I don't know, man.
If I had the money, I would open a brewery, start making beer.
Oh, I mean, you know,
I wouldn't be the guy making it.
You know what I don't mind doing, dude? Huh? Like, just do my bucket list. I want to bartend. Just try it. You know, I wouldn't mind doing that.
It was like $10 to get your license, I think.
Is
your
it?
TABC licensing, so you can serve alcohol and liquor. But you can do that's what my dad did when he got fired from Taco Bueno. He went and got his liquor license and his bartending. He went to bartending school. There's one right there by your house, by that Mardell's. And the Fitness Connection, there used to be a bartending school right in there.
Yeah.
And I think it's like 4 days or something. And basically you just learn how to make basic drinks. And you got to pass the state test or whatever. But it's not that much. And then, I don't know. In my head, that always sounds like a cool job. It sounds like, man, you be a bartender. You just, that dude, someone orders, let me get an old fashioned. I got you.
Yeah.
You gonna make a drink, bring it back to him.
Make it a little stronger. You know, depending on how he tips. Not really tipsy, but depending on how his mood is.
You be looking at that guy and be like, yeah, he can handle it.
Like, if he looks sad as fuck, you know, you make it a little stronger for him.
You're trying to be a psychiatrist and a bartender at the same time. You look like you're having a rough day.
You good, bro?
I didn't sleep much last night, but my life is fantastic. Oh, my bad. Well, you're not driving home, right? Man, bucket lists are hard. I don't know why I thought this would be a good... Well, I mean, I know why, but I just think things you want to do before you die. And I don't know, like, I do want to do like a father-son trip with my boys. Like, but... I mean, it'll be down the road when Troy's older, Oliver's older, and Kane's like a teenager. I think that'd be cool, just the four of us. I mean, maybe like a hunting trip, maybe like get a cabin somewhere, and it's just the dudes, steaks and beers, and I think that'd be cool.
That's crazy, dude. Like, what, 20 years from now, you got 3 grown-ass boys, man.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I can afford to feed them that long.
Damn.
No, but that's what I was telling you the other day. We need to plan that. Oh well, what we were talking about the other day about doing a guys trip. Tell Theo David, Theo Mario, get your dad's ass out of Louisville for a little bit. See if.
I love you, Dad.
I know the other day my mom told my dad, he's like,
that's crazy. You didn't even say your dad. Just name somebody else.
But my dad, he's always working, so it's just he's not gonna take off a weekend. Like I'm talking about, like us leaving like Friday morning, and I'm for like we could camp and just be outside, and just be chilling. Like what we doing for breakfast? Somebody's gonna load up the discada with eggs and chorizo, and we'll get the tortillas on there. We eat breakfast tacos. What we doing for lunch? We ain't eating lunch, homie. You ate big breakfast. We're gonna go do some stuff all day. Probably not going to do a whole lot. Maybe shoot some guns, shoot some bows and arrows, something like that. But just to get away from everything. Just kind of get a breather from work, from everything. Like, oh man, who's taking a TV? We ain't taking a TV, bro. We're gonna sit around a campfire at nighttime after we eat some steaks and
that might not be
just talk.
Hopefully there's no signal out there, goddamn.
I know.
Because the phone shit is real, dude.
Yeah.
Last night, so Eric told me to try his fish. You know, Grandpa heated it up for me in the microwave. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I'm sitting there with Grandpa and I'm conversating with his food. And I look over, he's on his goddamn phone.
The Grandpa is?
Yeah. He was not listening to a goddamn word I said.
Yeah.
And he probably didn't have his damn hearing aid neither.
I know, dude. I hate that. We've talked about that before. But it's just one of those things, dude. Like, everybody's so glued. So glued. It's like, that's like R.I.P. Young Dolph. That's like the other day. I knew about it before Kenna did. And Kenna's like, social media. How did I not know about it first? Yeah. And I was like, I just heard it on the radio. And that's all I mean, I can't name one of his songs. Like, because I'll
get you on that. I'm not a big fan. I mean, like,
you heard him before?
Yeah.
But it's not like, this is a banger, bro. Like, I have to listen to this.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I listen to. Nah, not me. I'm still caught up in 2007 and 2006 when Texas rap was, any rapper from Houston was the biggest thing ever. That's still where my mindset sits with a lot of rap music.
The rap music, man, my favorites right now are, I like older music too, but I like, man, J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar, man. It's one of my favorites, dude.
Yeah. Troy tells me about rappers and stuff, and he shows me their songs, and it's just like, they just don't do it for me the way that rappers from Texas did back in the day. Like, I still get chills when I listen to some of those songs, and it's just like, dang. But that's just me, though. That's just what I'm into.
Yeah.
Because I can go from rap to metalcore to R&B. Oh, dude, when I left your house the other day, and I was like, man, I'm going to Yups. So I went to Yups. And
is that where you went before you went to my house, or was something different?
No, I was at Woody's on Brian Irvin. And so I went to Yups, and the owner, Mark, he popped in. He lives in like Granbury, but something was wrong with the internet, and they said they were cash only. And I was like, that's cool, I got cash. So I was there, and then he's like, all right, round on me. And they bring a little plastic shot glass, and they put it all, they give everybody sitting at the bar one. And then when you order your next beer, they take it, and it's on Mark. And he was there. He was like, what are you drinking, man? I go, the only thing you have on draft. He's like, oh, Coors Banquet? Cool. And then I was like, what are you doing here, man? He goes, oh, man, I'm here every night. He goes, this is my bar. I have to be here. He goes,
where's that one at? Yups?
It's right there behind Harbor Freight, by that Quick Trip by my mom's house. Dude, this bar is a bar. Like, it's a dive bar. Yeah. Like, they do karaoke and stuff. But when you go in there, it's just like, just people that live in the neighborhood right there. And you just go in there and just hang out. I met this dude. His wife is a bartender there. And I was just talking with him. And he was like, yeah, man, back in the day, when talking about high school, talking about where he grew up, just talking about life. Yeah. Not like we're trying to one-up each other, just talking about where we're from and what we're into and what we do on our spare time. And I was like, hey, that was pretty cool. And then the last time I was in there, I talked to this old dude from Austin, and that dude talked my ear off, bro. He told me his life story. Like, just everything that ever happened to him. Everything. And it was like, dang. And then he was talking about his car and his truck were messing up. I was like, I'm a mechanic. He goes, oh, you are? And then we got into that conversation, and I'm like, wow, man. I feel like I know you better than a lot of people I've known for a long time. But it's just one of those little hole-in-the-wall spots, man. It used to be a Pizza Hut in the 80s or something.
So, that's pretty badass, because it's like, when you go, we gonna meet fucking different people.
Yeah, I mean, but they're gonna be locals, because no one knows about that bar. It's not so.
Yups, but it's right. You said so it's on Granbury.
Yeah, where Granbury Road is, there's that Quick Trip and then O'Reilly's.
Yeah.
Like, you're going towards the highway, but before you get to Quick Trip, you hang a right, and there's that Wonder Donut. Wonder Donut, shout out. The Asian dude always gives me extra stuff for sure. Like, those are the best donuts in Southwest Fort Worth. Krispy Kreme can piss off. But he's got a drive-thru. Just roll through the drive-thru. He's got Monsters, Gatorade. It's a donut shop, but it's solid. But right there, connected to the donut shop parking lot, it's an old Pizza Hut building, and it's called Yups. And
I'm about to just...
You have to pop in there, bro. It's just, and then it's a chill spot, dude. Stay open till 2:00 every night. It's a bar. It's not like, oh man, we're gonna go hang out at the new spot. No, dude, this is a bar, like
old school bar.
Old school bar, like for like Cheers, like that show Cheers. When you see all these people in there, and they're just like the regulars. It's just normal people that are there. You go in because like when I went in that one day, it was like 6:00, and it was just like 8 older people, and I was the youngest person in there when I walked in, and I started talking to the owner, and he was like, "Oh yeah, man, we got karaoke tonight."
Is that the same one that you were talking about for
karaoke
us to go?
Remember
on the group or with David.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's close to my house, guys. It's closer to my house than your house.
It is closer. Is that done? Almost.
I mean, it's at the bottom, but
I feel like we're running through these real quick. I think it's because they're smoother. That first one was rough. That's like the other, when I was at your house, I told you
it was fucking cold. That's why.
Like when I gave you that one the other day and you tasted it, and I don't remember what you said, but you were like, "Oh man, I can't remember what the word you said was though, but you said you tasted something. It's a little skunky.
This one?
Just a little bit to me. But I switched, dude. I've been drinking Michelobe all week.
Maybe.
Michelobe Ultra. Yeah. After I got that koozie.
Notice you left one beer in my fridge.
I did
the other night. No,
yeah.
You didn't drink all because I wasn't gonna drink them anyways. You know. It's the ones your mom. You drank all the Michelobes, but there was Modelo's. There was one left. Like, man, he didn't drink all of them.
Nah, because that night, that's when I was like, I'm gonna do one more beer and I'm gonna make one more drink, and then we went inside and we did we start watching something that night?
Yeah, we watched Mad Max. Remember?
That night when we watched Mad Max.
Did you like it or no?
Yeah, it was good, dude. My favorite part was that there was no storyline. Like there wasn't like you watch a movie. It was like boom, 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 boom. Stuff's just happening. Yeah. I like that because it's not like, man, you like watch a James Bond movie. And then there's like a backstory of why they stole the diamond, and the bad guy is this guy, and he's also he worked for the KGB, but then he turned bad, and then he assassinated somebody, and it's that stuff, dude. Like that movie was like, oh God, what's his name? Tom Hardy. He didn't even say anything for like the first 20 minutes. Well, he was talking. He was talking, but he had long hair, and he was just like thinking out loud. Yeah. And then I keep tripping out because I always remember when you're like, man, see how he picked that up when he stepped on that lizard, and then like he just
but he kicked it up. Oh shit, my bad. He kicked it up or something, and he just grabbed it and ate the hoe.
Oh yeah. Every time I think about that, and I was telling my mom, I was like, yeah, Miss was like, man, can I turn this off? Because she was trying to stream it. From a website, and it was all choppy and like it was all sped up.
Yeah,
and I was like, and then when we watched it, it really wasn't that sped up because it kind of looked the same on some parts.
In the beginning,
when they were fighting.
That's all good. I was telling Theo, David, and Mario, man, because Mario hasn't seen it either.
I know.
And I was like, man, whenever y'all come up, man, just let me know.
We're gonna watch
that shit. I can watch that movie fucking a lot, dude. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Well, to that birthday party. You gonna go or what?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got to check with Christina. I think she's working all day. I think because she's missed days this week because of the baby. And I missed 2 days.
That fucking sucks, bro.
Bro, I'm at $26 an hour now. It sucks. Because 8 hours, that's $200 off my check. Yeah. And then today, I went in, I left at 9. Man. Well, today we had him at the daycare, and the daycare said,
to pick him up.
Man.
I don't care. Man, getting paid that much. Fuck that. I ain't leaving work. They got to deal with the money. I'll be there.
But, dude, I'll tell you this. Today, when I told my bosses, because we got team leads. Yeah. So, my main team lead, he wasn't even around. But one of the other bosses was walking by, and I was like, hey, my kid, they just called me from the daycare. He don't have a fever or nothing, but he just walked in and said, I want to go night-night, and they sent me a picture. Kane just they put his jacket on him, he got a blanket and just fell asleep in a chair. Yeah. And I was like, dang. And then the director at the daycare is like, he's freezing, he's like shivering. And I'm like, what? But he don't have a fever or nothing? She's like, no, he's cold. And I was like, all right, well. She goes, I hate to do this to y'all because I know last week it was 2 days. This week this is the second day this week. And she goes, I don't like doing this, but man, you got to come get him. I can't have him in the class like this because even if it's just a cold and he's spreading it like this, he's not okay to participate in class. And I was like, it's cool. I understand. I told my boss, one of my bosses, he went and talked to another boss, and they were looking at the numbers and how many guys were there and what they needed to do today. And they were just like, we're just going to give you VTO, voluntary time off, okay? So it doesn't count against you on your attendance or anything. We're just going to let you roll out. Cool. Is that all right? I'm like, yeah, that's all right. What am I going to do, argue with you? No, I want it to count against me. So they let me go, and then I saw my main boss, and I told him, he's like, yeah, man, they already let me know on the walkie. You're good, man. Do what you got to do. Go take care of it. He goes, my kids come first too, and our ops manager, the main manager, they said if you ever have an emergency with your kid or anything, just go tell him, and he'll be like, oh no, family comes first. Go, because awesome. If I throw off the numbers, I throw off 4 cars that I don't. For my department, 4 cars, they're like, that doesn't matter. If it's an emergency, go. And I was like, dang. Yeah. And this company's chill, dude. And when I got there today, because I missed yesterday, they're like, hey, man, you're holding up the pies. I was like, what pies? Well, the pies that we're getting y'all for Thanksgiving. I was like, oh, they're like, what do you want? And I was like, well, what are my options? They're like apple pie, pumpkin pie, or a pecan pie. I was like, I'm going to go pecan. And then I was talking to this other dude, Jesse, one of my buddies up there, and I was like, bro, who eats apple pie on Thanksgiving? He was like, I don't know.
Apple pie's not even that good.
But I mean, on Thanksgiving, bro, pie. It's pumpkin, sweet potato, or pecan.
Pumpkin and sweet potato. To me, they almost taste the same.
Almost. But I like sweet potatoes. Like, I can get down on sweet potatoes. Too, but you know what? Like, pumpkin's sweeter. Is it? I don't think so. Because how do they make a pumpkin pie? What part of the pumpkin is in that pie? Have you ever thought about that? Is it the rind? Are we eating the outside of the pumpkin? Because there's nothing inside of the pumpkin.
Yeah, it's all empty, right?
So what are we eating?
I think it is. Minus the seeds, right?
I guess. So it has to be like that. But why does it turn brown like that?
I'm going to look this up.
We'll get back with y'all next week for sure. You know how they make a pumpkin pie? About that. Oh man, that pie Kenna made the other day though.
It was good, right?
Bro, I had to put that whole back in the fridge. I would have ate all of it.
It was good, right?
Yeah.
Was it just pudding?
It don't matter, bro. But pudding in a pie crust with whipped cream for some reason.
Yeah, it's good.
It hit the spot, especially that night after I ate that chicken salad crap, and I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have counted on Albertsons awesome, for dinner.
That's probably the only thing she makes good.
He's lying, Ken. I remember the other day when I went over there. You made that plate. He goes, damn, babe. And then she came back out to
get that shit up too.
She came back out there. She came back out there.
Picky eater anyway, so.
But she came back out there to get your plate. She's like, damn, babe, did you lick it? Dude, when you take Grandpa out, that's how Grandpa's plate looks like. Because he'll get the spoon and he'll scrape everything off the plate.
That's probably where I get it from.
It looks like he went like that with his tongue and just like cleared everything off. And Grandpa's, man, I told you, Grandpa, where do you want to go eat? We were supposed to taking to eat breakfast one day. Mm-hmm. And we went to Cracker Barrel. That's like a 2-hour wait. I'm like, we ain't doing that. And then I was like, well, we tried that My Place with the Texas size waffles out there in Mansfield. And it was a 2-hour wait. I was like, man, it's almost noon. It was Sunday morning. I was like, it's almost noon. I was like, you know what? We're going to Chewy's. So we went to the Chewy's out there in the Highlands. You want some enchiladas, Grandpa? He goes, oh, yeah, that sounds good. I was like, what kind you want? Chicken or beef? Oh, ground beef. Because it's easy because it's teeth.
Yeah.
And I was like, what kind of sauce? You want the red sauce? Oh, I don't know. I never like ordering at these places. And I was like, you want to do cheese, like queso sauce, like you dip chips in? Oh, yeah, that sounds good too.
Yeah.
Come back, or they bring, and then Grandpa, he orders coffee to put the enchiladas. I was like, Grandpa, get you a Dr. Pepper or something. What are you doing? I like that coffee.
That hurt my stomach.
And then he tells the waitress, you got any of that hazelnut creamer? When Grandpa finds something he likes, man, that's it. That's what he wants. Like last Saturday when we were out there, we were shooting guns out there.
Did he shoot or no?
You know what? He didn't. Grandpa didn't shoot.
Yeah.
But my mom bought him ammo for his revolver. a 38 special. She bought him ammo yesterday when me and Zach got her Christmas present. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. My mom already got her Christmas present. Kidding me, bro?
It's all early, right? Well, at least it's early. Get it over with, shit.
Oh, dude, what's the plan next week? When are we going to shoot the podcast? Because are we going to shoot it on Black Friday? Are you
I'm off. Are
You're
you off?
Heck, well, I get off at 2:30, but the kids will be off. Daycare's closed. I think Christina's off Friday. She said she was taking off. The only day I get off is Thursday. Which...
That's Thanksgiving, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm only off Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So you want to do it Friday?
We do, yeah. We still shoot Friday, man, because I'm off anyway, so...
All right. I mean, we can mess around and do it on Tuesday and actually have a Thanksgiving podcast with, like, a centerpiece or something on camera.
Maybe.
I like how we're brainstorming during the podcast. All right, we'll figure this out later. All right, come on. We'll do one. How much beer? All right, one more. One more bucket list item. I ain't gonna lie, dude. One of my bucket list items is a motorcycle.
Like to own one?
Yeah.
It's up there with me too.
It's just I just want one. I mean, and right now it's not convenient with 3 kids. Like, when am I going to get to use it? So, I mean...
go all the way home, get your car, and go pick up the kids.
Exactly. Ride my bike to work in the morning at 5:30, and then come home when I get off and switch out, and then go pick kids up. It just doesn't make sense right now. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a bucket list for me.
Maybe after you get kids a little older.
Yeah.
They can't ride the bus?
No, because my kids are supposed to go to Fort Worth ISD, but we transferred them into Crowley. So the buses won't send them here.
Damn. They will ride the bus.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Kiana, she has an interview today. Oh, it was at 5.
Where at?
Home Depot.
For real? Mm-hmm. You can get us a discount on tools? Yes!
Hopefully, we'll see. She should get, man. She's young.
Bro, you remember trying to apply for jobs when we were younger? Wouldn't nobody hire me? I couldn't get a job. No, McDonald's wouldn't hire me, bro.
I never applied to fast food restaurants.
I never worked at fast food.
Me neither.
And I never will. I'm beyond that now.
I don't, man.
I'm beyond that now.
I'm not trying to think of myself, but damn.
Man, I better not be getting sick.
It's just weather, bro.
I really hope we were recording all of this.
That would suck.
The producer, well, the light's on, but the producer didn't set it up.
Oh, he quit.
Nah, he was eating Chick-fil-A, so I didn't get on his ass. But yeah, I think the motorcycle's pretty high on the bucket list. Like probably like 2 or 3. Like, but I don't know.
Every once in a while, I'm like, I have some money. I'm like, man, I start looking on, just to see.
Bro, you can get a.
I've been staring at this going to work. It's just a little car lot. It's a Mustang. It's a red Mustang, bro. I don't know what year it is. It's the older model one though. Not real old like the one I had, but after they switched it up. I'm thinking maybe 2010. I don't know. Probably.
It's a little more. It's like that boxy one.
Yeah.
Like 07, 08, yeah, somewhere in there. It's like 07 to.
But man, I swear it's just been staring at me, man. Like.
That's just that Mustang love, bro. You had it once. Christina had a 5.0. Christina had a 5.0.
All that car needed was, man, an engine change. The body's been.
That's a lot, bro.
Dude. I know, but
it just needed an engine change.
I mean, the engine was still good, but I mean, it was just basic.
Go. I told him I was gonna be in here. He's gotta come say hi. I'd say hi when I got here.
No kids, man.
I said the other day when I was over there, Ava was asleep and she comes out of the room at like 9 something. Hey, Dad. You're like, did you sleep good? She's like, yeah. It's time to go to bed. But she
didn't go to school today neither, man.
Why not? She's still sick.
I don't know, just her throat and shit. Throat, cough, and her voice is all scratchy. She sounds like an old man.
Like an old man. I do not feel like this was our best podcast.
No, it's alright.
I feel like we were just winging it because we kind of were. We're going to figure out what we were supposed to talk about later tonight. One of us will remember and be like, dang, that's what we were supposed to talk about.
Yeah, when we brought it that night, right? It was just like, it was
that's good, yeah.
And then
we'll talk about that and like how our week went, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And we'll just bang out the podcast and be done.
Forgot.
And both of us were like,
It's that vodka and beer.
Yeah, well, you were drinking vodka. Well, you started drinking beer.
What, I drank 2 with you? I think it was 2.
I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. What did you drink? What were you drinking? Pib. I was drinking these because that's when I made the video with those yellow roses.
Yeah, I was Mr. Pibb and vodka. I mixed that shit with everything. I drank with Mountain Dew, vodka, and
whatever's available, please.
I've done it before where I drink it with pickle juice because I had nothing in my fridge. I'm fucking alcoholic, bro.
No, we're not, bro. This is our therapy.
Mm-hmm.
My therapy's cheaper than people who go to real therapy. That's for sure. I've been in therapy before. I know it's expensive.
What did they charge about an hour? They charge about an hour, don't they?
Usually about 75 to 125.
An hour? So like you set up a time?
Mm-hmm.
Like
you go in
you want
and
2
then,
hour, you want 1 hour?
No, you get an hour.
Oh,
and then right at the end of your session, you're like, well, I was really thinking about, time's up.
Okay,
bro.
Unless you pay me, right?
No, because they have a schedule. They got somebody else coming in right after you. So they're about to boot you out the door because they got somebody waiting.
I want to try it, dude. I want to try it. I'm going to do it one day. That's another bucket list. Talk to a therapist just to see how it goes.
Bro, that is a wild bucket list thing to have.
I always see it in movies, man. I
just want to talk to a therapist.
I just want to see how,
bro,
like tell them my secrets and then see what they say.
And
they give you feedback, right?
Yeah. Well, how does that make you feel? Dude, I watched Donnie Darko the other day after we had talked about it.
Yeah.
After we talked about movies. We were talking about movies, and then we didn't even mention Donnie Darko. And then afterwards, I was like, bro, that's a movie I can watch all the time. But it's free on IMDb with commercials. I'm not impressed, but still watched it that way but it's only $4 to buy it and own it.
You know something about the commercials, dude? Like on that. I don't mind commercials, but come on, man, switch them up, man.
It's the same commercial.
Same goddamn commercial.
TXU electricity. There's always one for like a birth control or something, and then there's one for telephone service. It's either AT&T or AT&T or T-Mobile now. I haven't seen a Verizon commercial in years. It feels like.
And it sometimes kills the movie. You're like, man, fuck this. I ain't watching this shit. Not the movie, it's the fucking commercials.
Yeah. Oh, all right, you done? I'm done. And that was episode number 5. It is what it is. That's where we're at. Maybe next week we'll have a better topic. Yeah. You know what? We'll write it down when we talk about it. I'll save it in my notes on my phone. I still feel like we went like 45 minutes to an hour.
Probably.
All right. Later, guys.